Some say it was a harmless competitive moment. Others call it unsportsmanlike. The Clark Diggins incident has exposed a rift in how we view competitiveness in women's basketball. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of the event, its implications, and how it might shape the future of the sport. In the closing minutes of a heated game, Caitlin Clark was seen energizing the crowd near the Seattle bench. Suddenly, Skylar Diggins-Smith collided with her, sparking immediate controversy. This brief moment has ignited a firestorm of debate across the basketball world. The incident has divided fans, players, and analysts alike. Some view it as a natural part of the competitive spirit, while others see it as an unnecessary act of aggression towards a rising star. This clash of perspectives has brought to light deeper questions about sportsmanship, rivalry, and the evolving nature of women's basketball. As we unpack this pivotal moment, we'll explore its potential to reshape player interactions, league policies, and the very culture of the sport. The Clark Diggins incident may prove to be more than just a fleeting controversy. It could mark a turning point for women's basketball. In the heat of competition, split-second decisions can have far-reaching consequences. As we examine the Clark-Diggins clash frame by frame, we'll uncover why this seemingly simple interaction has divided the basketball community and challenged our understanding of sportsmanship. The incident occurred during the final minutes of a tense game between the Indiana Fever and the Seattle Storm. The Fever were pulling away, outscoring the Storm 33-17 in the fourth quarter, setting the stage for heightened emotions on the court. As Caitlin Clark was seen energizing the crowd near the Seattle bench, Skylar Diggins-Smith collided with her after play had stopped. This moment, lasting only seconds, has sparked intense debate across the basketball world. To understand the complexity of the situation, it's crucial to examine the immediate reactions of both players and those around them. Clark, displaying her characteristic confidence, reportedly told Seattle Storm to stop crying after the incident. This response indicates her willingness to engage with the opposing team and suggests she didn't view the contact as particularly egregious. On the other hand, Diggins-Smith's actions have been interpreted in various ways. Some see it as a deliberate attempt to intimidate a rising star, while others argue it's simply part of the competitive nature of professional sports. The official's response, or lack thereof, also adds another layer to the incident's interpretation. The context surrounding this moment is equally important. As a highly touted rookie, Clark has been making waves in the WNBA with her impressive performances. This has naturally drawn attention from established players and fans alike. The clash with Diggins-Smith, a veteran player, could be seen as a test of Clark's mettle in the face of physical play. Opinions on the incident vary widely across the basketball community. Lexi Brown, a fellow WNBA player, defended Diggins-Smith's actions, saying, "Let this narrative go, please. That's her. You don't want people to be competitive?" This perspective frames the incident as a normal part of competitive play rather than an act of jealousy or aggression. Sue Bird, a legendary figure in women's basketball, offered a similar view. She described the interaction as spicy, suggesting that such on-court incidents are a regular part of sports and shouldn't be overanalyzed. These comments from seasoned players provide insight into the unwritten rules and expectations within professional basketball. Former NBA player Gilbert Arenas offered a different perspective, highlighting the increased scrutiny on Clark as a rising star. He noted, "They know the cameras are on her, so when you try to do something, remember, they're catching that shit." This comment underscores how Clark's visibility amplifies any interactions involving her, potentially turning routine physical play into headline-making incidents. Some commentators have framed the clash as part of a broader dynamic within the WNBA, where veterans often test the mental toughness of rookies. This interpretation suggests that the incident, while controversial, may be part of an unspoken initiation process in professional women's basketball. Yet, as the whistle blew on this contentious moment, the game was far from over. The true impact of the Clark-Diggins encounter would unfold off the court, sparking a debate that reached far beyond the boundaries of women's basketball. The immediate aftermath of the incident saw an explosion of reactions across social media platforms. Fans were quick to take sides, with a significant majority rallying behind Clark. This divide in public opinion highlighted the polarizing nature of the incident and its potential to shape conversations about sportsmanship in women's basketball. Official statements from the teams and league were notably absent in the immediate aftermath, leaving room for speculation and debate. This silence from official channels only served to fuel the ongoing discussions among fans and analysts. The players involved, Clark and Diggins-Smith, initially refrained from making public statements about the incident. Their silence allowed others to fill the void, with fellow players and former athletes weighing in on the controversy. The incident reignited discussions about sportsmanship and competitiveness in women's basketball. Some argued that physical play and on-court confrontations are integral parts of competitive sports, while others contended that there should be clear boundaries to ensure fair and respectful play. This debate extended to the coaching strategies employed during the game. Questions were raised about whether the Fever should have pulled their starters early, given their commanding lead. This aspect of the discussion highlighted the complex dynamics at play in professional sports, where decisions about playing time and game management can have significant consequences. The Clark Diggins incident also brought to light underlying tensions within the sport. It exposed differing philosophies among players, coaches, and fans about the nature of competition and the acceptable limits of physical play. Some viewed the incident as a natural part of the game, a way for veteran players to test the mettle of rising stars. Others saw it as an unnecessary and potentially dangerous act that had no place in professional sports. As the dust settled, it became clear that this incident would have lasting implications for women's basketball. It forced the league, players, and fans to confront uncomfortable questions about the culture of the sport and the balance between fierce competition and respectful play. At its core, the Clark Diggins incident has ignited a crucial debate about the nature of competition in professional sports. It's a delicate balance between maintaining a competitive edge and upholding sportsmanship, a line that athletes often walk with precision. This incident has brought that tightrope act into sharp focus, forcing players, coaches, and league officials to reconsider where that line should be drawn. This increased visibility has led to questions about whether the WNBA should consider implementing new regulations regarding player conduct. The incident has exposed a potential gap in the current rulebook, particularly when it comes to physical interactions after the whistle has blown. Should there be clearer guidelines about what constitutes acceptable behavior during these moments? Or would such regulations potentially stifle the natural competitiveness that many argue is an essential part of the sport? The debate extends beyond just the players on the court. Coaches, team management, and league officials all play a role in shaping the culture of the sport. The incident has raised questions about coaching strategies and game management. Should teams be more mindful of potential confrontations when games become lopsided? Is there a responsibility to protect star players, particularly rookies, from unnecessary physical altercations? However, it's important to note that not everyone views the incident as a negative. Many argue that these types of interactions are part of what makes sports exciting and competitive. They contend that removing all forms of physical confrontation could sanitize the game to a point where it loses its edge. Finding the right balance between maintaining the intensity of competition and ensuring player safety and sportsmanship is a challenge that the league will need to address. The Clark Diggins incident has become a pivotal moment for women's basketball, sparking discussions about competitiveness, sportsmanship, and the sport's evolving culture. As the WNBA gains unprecedented visibility, players' actions are under increasing scrutiny, challenging traditional views on acceptable behavior. Sue Bird's comment that Clark should simply brush off such encounters reflects a perspective that sees these interactions as part of the game. However, the incident has prompted many to reconsider the balance between fierce competition and respectful play. As women's basketball continues to grow in popularity, it faces a crucial juncture. The sport must navigate the fine line between maintaining its competitive edge and upholding the values of sportsmanship. This incident may well serve as a catalyst for change, encouraging players, fans, and officials to reflect on their views of competitiveness and respect in basketball.